How you doing, folks? This is Rex with the Buckeyenest again. I'm out here at Trotwood-Madison High School, and you know I've been working on the JROTC program the last few months. We got that big event coming up on March 19th. And I come out today to talk to Mr. David White. He's the principal here. Now I have to tell y'all something. I've been out here 3 or 4 times now doing different things around the campus here. And I've always seen this man out doing something with his kids. And he strikes me as that principal in the movies a long time ago. What'd you call that movie, sir? Lean on Me?
Lean on Me, yeah.
Lean on Me. And that's what he strikes me as, which in my opinion, he's doing a pretty good job out here. So given all that thought process, this is Mr. White. He's going to tell you a little bit about his background and what he thinks about his JROTC program out here. Sir.
Well, this is year 20 in education, 18 years as an administrator. Started out actually coaching football, then switched my major to education, taught social studies for a couple of years, and then became an assistant principal. 7 high schools, I think, is what I have under my belt at the moment. Started one with a nice group of people, and it kind of snowballed from there. I had Air Force ROTC, I've had Navy ROTC, and I've had Army ROTC. Always, all 3 programs have been very strong, very key piece to what we do. I like the structure, I like the expectations that go along with it, the drill, the camaraderie, and all those pieces. It really helps with the building. It really helps with the culture. And it also helps the students get that foundation of leadership that they need. So when they do leave us, they're not doing nothing, they're taking on roles and trying to change things. So that's pretty much it.
Have you seen, have you actually seen any of the training rub off on some of the students that are not ROTC students?
You do, what usually happens is that the unit will start out small, like ours did. It was almost 11 kids 3 years ago. And it was no one wanted to do it. We would fill up maybe a row and a half when we get into formation, and now we're about 5 rows deep. Yeah. And it's growing, so you'll see more next year. One of the things that I always have to explain to people, and I even did it today, is that when you come into a building to change the culture, it's not a year. It's not 2 years, it's 3 to 5 years before you really get it going the way you want. And I've always used the ROTC program as one of the vehicles of change, so to speak. As you support it, and as you recognize it, as you get yourself involved with it as the leader of the building, that group tends to grow on its own, and now you really do have people or kids that are setting the example that you want.
Yeah, I noticed that last couple of times I've been out here during lunchroom, and I've noticed that some of the ROTC cadets, when they sit down at the different tables, other kids kind of migrate over to the table and start asking them questions. And I actually got asked quite a few questions myself. Of course, I didn't give them any answers. I can't do that. That's your responsibility and your cadre's responsibility. But I always steered them towards somebody in the ROTC program or something of that nature. Sergeant Newsom mentioned to me that 45% of the honor roll out here are made up of ROTC cadets.
It's quite a few. It's quite a few. The honor roll is something that we focus very intensely on each quarter. We do an honor roll shirt each quarter. After 3 times, if you make it 3 consecutive times, by the end of the 3rd quarter, they get a hoodie. And the kids wear it as a badge of honor. And what I always explain to them is that if you're always getting a shirt or you're always getting a hoodie, then going to college or having that option will be there at the end of the run because your GPA will be that strong. Having the ROTC kids make the honor roll is just a nice bonus because they understand that not only do they need to perform in formation, but they need to perform in the classroom. So it's a good balance, so to speak, of setting an example for those students who aren't in ROTC.
Do you, every year when you look at your curriculum, do you have an opportunity to input to the Board of Education what you want to teach?
Oh, yeah.
The reason I ask that is way back in my day, that's many moons ago, we had a class that was called civics.
Yeah.
And I noticed that's not taught anymore in the school level. They teach it in the ROTC class.
Right.
I've got their cadet manual, and as I said to you earlier, I'm helping them set up this, promote this March 19th event. But I was reading in there that the civics, they actually teach a civics class as part of the ROTC program.
Yeah. Well, and most of the civics curriculum is inside of government now.
Yeah.
They literally just combine the two. So it still exists, it's just morphed in a different form,
Oh, okay.
but it's still covered.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. So, well, one more final thought. Your JROTC group is trying to raise some money for a concession trailer.
Yeah.
About $4,500 they say they need to do that, and then they're going to use that money to make trips through the end of the year and things of that nature. I thought that was pretty awesome that they take the kids to Washington, D.C. So,
Yeah.
you got any local people you want to reach out to try and get? Well, first off, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
I've been telling the whole wide world through the videos that they need to contact Colonel Graves,
Yeah.
or Major Graves, or Master Sergeant Newsom. Is that who they need to contact?
That's exactly who they need to contact.
To make the donations or help get that trailer happen. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to make that happen for you too. I've been
We appreciate all the help we can get.
I've been in touch with PNC Bank and a couple other outfits trying to get money out of them. So maybe we'll make that happen before the 19th. So
Good.
I'm going to be out here on the 19th. I'm going to record the whole event for the colonel and the major and the sergeant, and we'll see what happens. The colonel or the major tells me there's a little rivalry involved there. There's some instructors bringing their cadets from other schools that actually trained under the instructors here.
Yeah. It's a great day. It is, as the schools or as the buses roll in and everybody unloads and everybody gets their handshakes and their hugs and gets the highs and hellos out of the way, then it's down to business. And it's a very intense day, and it's a great day.
Have you ever seen Major Graves' Black Knights
Oh, yeah.
perform?
Yes.
And a pretty awesome group. I recorded an event in Dayton not too long ago about a Sergeant Edward Brooks, a street dedication ceremony, and I recorded that. They actually performed during that event. Pretty awesome group.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. Well, sir, thank you for your time.
No problem. Thank you.
You're welcome.